Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview, February 24th, 2015 on a Tuesday. Coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand, bright blue sunny skies, white sandy beaches, and a lot of people walking around with their frappuccinos. Absolutely gorgeous outside. Traders, remember this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Guild. I am your moderator for the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, we have the Friday wrap-up, which we do after the New York close, and that's where we go over about 16 daily charts. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I retired from an awesome career in the fire rescue department after 27 years. Came over to Thailand for a 3-month holiday to celebrate my 27-year career, and well, it's 2015 and I am still here and I'm still trading Forex. Traders, I do trade Forex every single day, not necessarily in a trade every day, but I do trade the markets and watch the markets every day. I just enjoy it. I love it. It's fun. It's exciting. And I hope you find it exciting too. All right, enough about me. Let's get over to the legal stuff. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most of all, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's head over to the news and see what's cooking. Let's see. We have, well, no, don't want that. There we go. All right, the Dow 30 closed at negative 0.13%. The S&P 500 was barely in the red at negative 0.03%. And the NASDAQ was barely in the green at 0.10%, with the Russell 2000 at 0.00%. Basically, was up positive 0.04%. All right. Let's keep moving, and let's head on over to the Eurozone, where the DAX closed at 0.73%. The FTSE closed in the red just barely at 0.04%. And the CAC 40 closed in the green at 0.65%, with the Eurostoxx 50 closing at 0.83%. Traders, coming on over to Asia, my side of the world. The Nikkei 225 is currently up in the green at 0.08%, with the S&P ASX 200 out of Sydney at 0.22%, and the Shanghai is closed today. I thought they were opening today, but they're closed today, and their electronic trading closed at 0.76%. The Hang Seng is reopened, and they are in the red right now at 0.39%. With ending this one with the Kospi currently trading at 0.36%. Talked about news data today. I think the big data today, or the commentary for today about news, is that Janet Yellen does a biannual speech to Congress, and she does that today, and she also speaks to Congress tomorrow. My big fear is that traders are not going to trade today thinking, what am I going to do about Auntie Yellen? As she is due to speak during the New York session. However, before that, we do have some news events of high impact, and that's the Eurogroup meetings are still going on, and we also have ECB President Draghi speaking. Wow, that's pretty interesting. He speaks today. That just makes today really a bummer, because you've got Draghi speaking, and then 1 hour later you have what time does 1 hour later you have Fed Chair Yellen testifies. Then we have CB consumer confidence in the New York session. So it's quite a busy day. In the London session, we have the pound as inflation report hearings, and of course, like I said, the Eurogroup meetings. So we want to keep an eye on that, and China is closed today. Some really nice price action yesterday. I think after reviewing the charts this morning, I found that a lot of the moves gave you no pullbacks. They just went into the moves. In fact, I was in front of my computer almost 2 hours before the London Open, and I was watching this, and about 90 minutes before the London Open, all of a sudden, it was announced that FOMC Chairwoman Yellen was speaking today and tomorrow, and everybody bought the dollar. So all the dollar pairs just took off, and we had some minor pullbacks, not a lot, and basically the rest of the day just fizzled out, unfortunately for us. But that's what happened, and that's the issue is, and I've been saying this for like the last 3 months, that I'm finding that some of our moves are starting an hour before the London Open, hour and a half before the London Open, to get into some of these moves. And, with the pound having high impact, the euro having high impact, and then in New York, we've got Draghi speaking and Fed Chairman Yellen speaking all in the same session. So it's going to be a wild ride today, my friends. All right, what do you say? Let's take a look at some 60-minute Forex charts. So we're going to take a review. Basically, I'm going to show you some charts. These are some trade plans. Traders, do not trade my trade plans. Trade your own trade plans. This is an educational series. I want you to learn how I develop why I want to enter or exit at a certain level, and what my mindset is when I'm looking at a currency pair. This is not for you to like take a flash shot and then, when it gets to that area, take the trade, because probably 50% of the time, maybe 60% of the time I win, and 40-50% of the time I lose. So if you go over the 6 currency pairs that we trade on a daily basis, you'd be surprised how many don't work, or they work but do not give you the entry. Let's start with the euro dollar. Euro dollar's in a nice sweet spot right now. I wish there was some Aussie data that would have come out where we could have gotten some volatility. You can see both Bollinger Bands are pointing at each other. There's no volatility. Everybody's sideways. We just want to take this down from here. And, we might be able to do that when the news comes out. And, of course, we have this Eurogroup meeting today. So we might get it with data. We might get a push. But I'd really like to see this come out. I'd like to get my trades out of the way before New York opens, to tell you the truth. I don't mind trading New York. I don't want to trade New York with Draghi and Yellen speaking at the same time. That just sounds like disaster to me as a trader, because you're going to get whipsawed. There's a stronger chance of getting whipsawed. All right, let's head on over to the pound dollar. This is a great. This was from data yesterday. This great move here, and basically this is an easy trade setup. We're going to wait for this to come back to around the 61.8 fib, and we're going to take it back up to resistance. Not a lot to say about the pound. As long as it stays above the 200 EMA, I don't care what it does. Now, this is one pair that does not give you the pullback that we like. So if it runs, it's your choice to chase it, but just realize that the pound is not really friendly to pullbacks. Alrighty. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is a little bit more organized, I guess is a good word. It's sideways. It's at the 200 exponential moving average. I expect this to go back up. And yesterday, what did it do? It went down. See, this is the problem here. This pair is bearish. This is a counter trend trade. This pair is bearish. But this, for some reason, is attracted to this price zone at the 78.47 area and just doesn't want to give up and just keeps fighting to go up there. So this is one way you're going to wait till the London Open, and let's see what happens here. The other thing is, remember, this is a commodity pair. We got a lot of data coming out, so just be very careful. And we do have pound news coming out today. Right? I think we have two issues with the pound today. All right, here's our Euro Aussie. Definitely calm down. I think we're in some sort of a mode here. The trade plan is to go short. I want to break this trend line. I want to take it short about 1.4495. And you're probably saying, why do you want to short it at 95? Because if you look left to the chart, I passed the junk and I got a clear open space. I can come down. The other thing is, I don't want to be trading this at 4,500. I want to make sure that this is going to stay below that 4,500 and not bounce back up to the 200 EMA. If, for some reason, which is very possible, this decides to break the 200 EMA, I've given you an entry at 1.4642 to the upside. We'll just take it to that spike up there, about that area. That would be my take profit zone. And in both situations, the 200 EMA is your stop. Remember, traders, the stop that I put on the chart it's really not an accurate stop. And the reason is because we don't know where our entry is. Myself, I trade 1% of my account. So that stop changes all the time, depending on where price action is and how far my stop is from my entry. Okay? All right, let's look at the Euro Yen. I'm looking for this to dump. This is looking good. It's coming up to resistance here. We got the 200. Man, let it go all the way to the 200. I don't care. And then just fall down. And then at 134.100 basically, we'll get the heck out of there. Probably about 134.10 really, or 15 I'd get out. So this is like a nice 35, 38 pip trade if it was to break the trend line, and we entered at 134.67. This can be really a nice little trade for us, and we'll just see how this works. So again, this is one of these, an hour and a half before the London Open, you might want to take a peek at your charts. All right, here's the New Zealand dollar doing absolutely nothing. Look at this chart, absolutely nothing. I know it's an hourly chart, but it's done absolutely nothing. It's come down and has hit the 200 EMA. It did bounce. We talked about this yesterday. There's a good chance that this was going to bounce, and it did. Okay, the resistance lines are new lines. They were put on just before I took the photo of this slide. So those are new resistance lines, and those are areas that I would be concerned at, depending on where my entry is, and try to make sure that I'm break even before I get into that area. And if not, go get a cup of coffee, because I can't stand watching it. But yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen with the New Zealand dollar. They do have some light data that's coming out. Inflation expectations quarter on quarter. Actually, it should have came out already, but I don't see it. I don't see anything. Let me check my other device here. Let's find out why that hasn't come out yet. Let's see what's going on with New Zealand. That data. Okay, it actually came out at 1.8%, and there was no forecast. Okay, so it came out at 1.8 with no forecast. Traders, when you get news that has no forecast, it makes it a little bit harder for the markets to respond. So whenever you get one that doesn't have a forecast, you don't really have to worry about it too much, unless it's one of the big ones. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me on this Tuesday, beautiful day out of Pattaya, Thailand. Traders, always remember to trade smart and not hard. Traders, have a great trading day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow before the London Open. Take care now. Bye-bye.